You know, I see a lot of people in the chat talking about Nisha's birthday. I need some W's in chat right now for Mr. Squiggles, because sometime between Friday's stream and when I noticed yesterday, he had bought 2 things on my throne for Nisha, which is very exciting. Garrett, how you doing, sir? W's in chat. W's in chat.
Beautiful.
And in
Happy
fact,
birthday, Nisha.
I have printed said items out because I don't think they'll be here in time. This is a it's a self-stirring heated mug.
What the heck?
This is from Diana Francisco. This is for Niche. Now I printed it out because I want to give it to her on her birthday, and now she'll get it and be like, oh, and then it'll arrive,
Yeah, that's
sometime.
like a double gift. You open it up, you're like, whoa, it's a gift, and then later on it shows up, you forgot about it, and you're like, oh, that's a gift.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, double gifting. I love this. All right, so these are from Mr. Squiggles. We got a Lego bonsai tree.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. And then accompanying with the Lego Botanicals tiny plants. Now this has some succulents, some cactus, a little Venus flytrap, which is pretty freaking cool.
It's all Lego.
I don't even. Yeah, all of these are Lego.
The flowers. I got the flowers for my girls.
Yeah, she has. Someone got her one for her work. She got like one of the flowers, and she was like, "This was really fun." I was like surprised how much I enjoyed it, and I'm like, documenting. Yes, you enjoy. She likes
those
puzzles.
Pretty easy. They're super quick. Like the girl sat down for like an hour, maybe not even.
Just
put it together.
It's like a good breather. Sit and just turn your brain off and put stuff together.
Yeah.
Well, Garrett, you've been traveling a lot. You were just in Greensboro last weekend. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday.
Babies.
Right. Tell me about this.
Let it go, bro.
We didn't really dwell into it yesterday. So you posted some pictures. Actually, I'm gonna go. You tell me about it. I'm gonna pull up pictures from your page.
By the way, the story I'm gonna tell you. I was talking to my friends last night while we were playing poker, and I won a hand of poker while I was telling the story. So it's a good luck story.
I love it.
So we check in. I check in, get in, I land, Uber over, get my stuff in, check in, and all this stuff. So I'm a little bit behind. Everybody's downstairs hanging out. Luke Cavern's there, like at the bar. We're gonna go there. So I throw my stuff in my room, and I'm running downstairs, and I'm leaving the elevator. And as I'm leaving the elevator, I pass some people coming in. So like they're also checking in, and they've got like a wagon behind them. And
I'm seeing the pictures. I'm like giggling because they're psychotic. Okay. Anyway,
in the back of the wagon, there's a baby just like cockeyed, necked over, and I didn't clock it because I was like, I got to find my friends. It's a little weird. Move on. And I go and I'm trying to find the people, and I sit down and we're talking and hanging out. And Luke goes, "What's up with all of the fake babies?" I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I look around, and it's like, they're everywhere. This entire lobby,
like pop the bubble. Like suddenly you're now aware of them.
Yeah, like the entire lobby, they're everywhere. There's old ladies with babies, and they're feeding them, and they have them like swaddled in like the pouch things on your chest. They have them on their backs. They had them in strollers that are like thousands of dollars, like really expensive strollers.
Yeah, like real baby strollers. Like actual ones. Yeah, those are not cheap. Like, trust me, I know.
What is going on? And so like that night, it was literally everywhere, and it was just like people talking, and they were all over the place, and they were like, and it was just bizarre. And it's like when you never know what that is, and you get blasted with it suddenly. It's kind of a shock.
I feel like I'm having deja vu. Like I feel like this happened before. I know you said that it was the first time you had seen it, but like I swear something like this happened and someone saw it somewhere. And chat, does this sound familiar to you? Like, have we had this conversation before?
Fake baby
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It could be the Mandela effect, to just like messing with me.
Well,
You know, like
I knew
I don't
that they
know.
existed,
Mhm.
but I never seen them in real life. And they're not just dolls. They're like realistic babies that look
Oh,
like babies.
oh! I didn't even realize this. So hold on, let me bring this picture back.
So
Okay,
that
so
doesn't even do it
these
justice. Like,
aren't these aren't dolls for like kids. These are
no,
like
no.
another level of
And
baby
these are bad
doll.
ones. These are bad ones.
These are
So
not even the good ones. Okay.
yeah, the ones that they had there are like
Yeah.
realistic babies. They're made of silicone, so they kind of like wobble like babies.
Oh,
It is
freaky.
uncanny valley creepiness. It's very weird. So that
Huh.
night I went on like the rabbit hole. I had to figure out what the fuck this was about. What is this?
Okay,
Why is there a
what is it called?
convention? It's
What's
called
it called?
Reborn Babies.
Reborn?
Yes, Reborn Babies.
Oh God,
So the
that's freaky.
original how it started like in the 2000s was they were taking old baby dolls and repainting them and making them look like realistic babies. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
And then
my good. This
then
is
they were
freaky.
yeah, then they were using them now this is kind of like a sad thing. They were using them to help like miscarriages and women that
Yeah.
can't have babies like
Trauma.
cope with that and like what, for a time. But then
Yeah.
it kind of became, that was like the .com boom and they had websites and eBay and then they started selling them and then they started like hyper getting into it. So there's like a whole side of the fandom subculture
Creepy.
that makes them. So
Yeah.
they sculpt them, they paint them, they sell the stuff for them, and then there's a whole side that just purchases them and collects them. So you have the collectors, people that are like they have a whole room dedicated to like this stuff, and it looks like a nursery with all their. It's disturbing. It's
Look
disturbing.
at this
And
one. What the
yeah, I didn't
what
even
is
get into
this?
that yet. I didn't even get into that. Okay, so the first day was like the
Ugh,
primer. The
yeah,
next day,
forget it. Look at
the
this.
little Klingon.
What
the
the
They
I
had
mean, yeah, but
showroom floor was open. It had a
a
full-on
mermaid? What?
yeah, and they
Okay,
had
we're going
Na'vi
into the
babies.
alternative.
They had Na'vi babies.
Navi babies?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
blue people babies. And then the next day they had elves and little goblin babies. And I saw a lady had like her like in her tits was like a little goblin baby. She was walking around it like in her cleavage, not in like a pouch, like in her cleavage. So
Is there some fetish that this is turned into? Like this freaks me out because of like the pedophiles that exist in the planet. Like
yeah, that's what Luke
what
was saying. Like, it's. I said it's definitely not zero. There's definitely not a zero
right.
chance of the weird shit going on.
Yeah. I
But like
mean,
looking at it's all. It was mostly. I say mostly. It was all women. It was all women, all kinds of ages, young, old, black, white,
Beetlejuice.
Asian, um, Mexican. It was all walks of life. So I was trying to like understand this
What is
subculture and like how it factors in. It. I don't know. It's just some weird subculture I did not know about. There's an IV baby right there.
there's the Navi baby.
There's a little
Wow.
Grinch. What is that? A Grinch baby? That's what. Yeah, I don't know.
What
And they had
what
like so. Okay, so I watched the video. Luckily, at the same week that this happened to me, Papa Meat put up a video about like covering all of this, and I watched it,
okay.
and it goes into it. They have fetus babies that you can
Oh
buy,
my goodness.
and you
Oh
can
jeez.
buy them, and they can arrive to you either like packaged up like an object packaged, or it's inside of a fake womb, and you open it up and get the baby out of the womb. I,
I I
I
mean,
don't know, dude.
I feel like you have to do this and make a video.
I gotta
And
like, dude. I wish I had my camera and my mic and all that stuff. I would have gone in there and like,
God, just ask
yeah,
people.
yeah.
So what's wrong with you?
What's going on here? What is this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please tell me where the hell I am. Oh,
it was
there's a
definitely
baby
weird.
pinhead.
Weird people.
This
Weird
is
ladies.
a mermaid, little
Yeah.
mermaid. Okay. Yeah, the clown. This is getting really weird.
Yeah. So some, like I said, like half of it it seems to be like an art thing where they're just collecting these baby dolls, like artisan baby dolls, which is like,
Yeah.
that's fine. If
Is
you're
this
not
a
making it
Wookiee?
weird, if you're
I mean, look, it kind of looks like a Wookiee.
it does kind of look like a Wookiee. It's like a dog. Oh yeah, there's a whole side that's like dog, like
A mouse mascot?
animal people babies.
What the fuck is this thing?
Then there's deformed babies that have like birth defects, and they can make those. I mean,
Okay, wait.
Your
Look
imagination.
at the amount of text that this. All right, we're reading this. All right. Green Puppy Sit is this one's name. Hello, I hope you will adorn this unique green Pickles Puppy Sitting Alternative Reborn doll. They have been made using Pickles Puppy Kit, sculpted by Cindy Mess, blah, blah, blah. It's the sweetest little pup. This is freaky. Adding to her cuteness, she's available in 2 adorable options, sitting or laying. Wait, let's see what the... Oh my god, this is freaky, dude.
This is trauma. This is trauma on multiple levels. I'm getting trauma
100%.
from knowing it exists. People that own them have trauma of some kind.
What?
And they have conjoined
twins?
See, it's not healthy. Whatever it is, I don't think it's healthy. If you're the artistic side, if you're buying them to be like, oh look, here's a collection of like weird artist made dolls, that's fine. But then you're like going from that to, I have a nursery in my house that's made to look like I actually have a baby. I take that baby out in public,
right,
and pretend it's a baby.
I pretend it's real. This just feels like
it's weird.
The next step is them demanding like whatever benefits you get from like having a baby. It's like the next step of pronoun people, right? Demanding they get like parking in the stroller spot at the grocery store and getting out and then putting their fake baby in the stroller and like pushing it around. I bet some of these people are mentally out there that they would
looking
do that.
at the people that went at this convention. There was definitely some of that. Not all of it, but some of it for sure.
I'm gonna get this off my screen because it's pretty freaky. I do have to ask about this one though, real quick.
That's the Na'vi baby. That's the Avatar baby.
See, I don't get that from this angle. It just looks free. It looks like a demon.
Looks like a purple demon baby. Yeah.
Oh, this is one of those flight wyvern. I don't remember.
Yeah, they connect and have sex with them so they could fly. It's a weird movie.
It is pretty weird. It's the same way that they have sex with each other as they connect to the animals. So it's kind of like, are you
James Cameron? What you mean by that? What are you trying to say?
What you trying to say, James?
Weird thing to do, man.
I'm gonna devote my entire life to this.
And only this. Stop making any good films. Just make this forever.
I saw the trailer for Hail Mary after I heard about it on the show yesterday. Yeah. It looks pretty good. It
looks pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, I hope it's good. And on that note, I hope Superman's good as well. I got a lot of shit for Superman over the past couple of weeks.
Hey, you and me both.
All right. Bro. Yeah. All right. And I don't care. All right. I like Superman. I'm not a diehard Superman fan. Excuse me. All right.
Oh, you didn't know about the very one page of a comic book from 1985 or something?
Where he freaks out and well, of course, it turns out his parents were tortured and someone else was kidnapped and also tortured. And
my whole thing, dude, when my whole thing with that is
you said it perfectly.
My tweet is just saying with every piece of media that comes out, marketing or otherwise, I get less and less interested. I just wanted a fucking good Superman. And then people just started spurging out. Like they were making up arguments in their own head and then arguing with them. They're doing the Twitter thing where they're like, you must mean this. Then if you say that, then you must mean that. It's like, no, bro. I don't care about the context. If he's mad about him taking his dog, I understand that. People kept trying to make it out to be like, I didn't want him to be mad about him taking his dog.
Right.
I don't like the performance and the takes that they had in the thing. Like his voice just cracked and he was just kind of whiny. Like you can Superman could like bust down a door.
Righteous anger.
Yeah.
And bust in and still feel like you are in control of your emotions.
Yeah. And not sound like a baby bitch.
And not losing the argument and the control. See, people, I actually had looked back at this scene, and in fact, well, first I want to bring up your tweet. Well, actually, I'll do it this way. You said some of y'all are retarded, so I'll point it out to you. It's not that he wants his dog back. It's how he's screeching and acting like a baby. Superman ain't no impatient child. Beautiful. But if you watch, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead to right about here. All right, boom. That look that Superman makes right here. Okay, what does that say? That's him looking over at the desk, thinking to himself, all right, I went overboard. I did lose control. He knows himself he lost control. That this is what Superman, he's supposed to be the best of what we could be, to aspire to be, like, right? That isn't that whole Superman's whole thing, right? And like this look right here is him recognizing that he fucked up. He got emotional and he came in here and handled this wrong and gave Luthor the upper hand. And Luthor knows it. That's why he's sitting there drinking his coffee smugly, talking about a dog in a cape, because he knows he just got the upper. He got under Superman's skin. That's exactly what he wanted to do. And it's like,
and hopefully in context of the movie, it works.
Hopefully. Yeah.
But like Chad had a great point, and he was like, we've done this for several weeks where we go, I hope in context this scene works. I hope in context this scene works. I hope in context, I'm like,
how many times?
How many times, And I like
know, that's a good point.
And I watched a lot of like the interviews and things that they've done. I like those bits. Like
the interviews seem good.
I like the way he's like going at it. Like he said,
this is the character who plays Superman.
The actor's
playing the actor. I meant,
when he was going up for the role, and he was like, "Is this role could define my entire career, and this could be it. This couldn't be like a stepping stone. This could be the thing." And he said, when I thought about it, he's like, somebody's got to play Superman, and if it's me, I'm happy with that being the only thing I ever do. So I'm like,
wow, okay.
He's got respect for the character. He's a nerd. Like we saw way before he was even cast as Superman. He was doing that, like he like recited the ending of Star Wars like word for word, like as they were like doing the tractor beep, and he had the music. Like it was fun. But he seems like he seems like a good dude. I just don't like the takes that I'm seeing in the trailers. And maybe there's different takes, because sometimes they do that. They take different scenes, different takes from a certain scene or whatever. But for certain things like him yelling so far just does not seem Superman to me. But in the movie, maybe it works. And I really, really, really hope it does. I'm more of a Batman DC guy than like Marvel. So like I want the DC to succeed, and I have not felt like it's succeeded for a long ass time, since like The Dark Knight. Really?
Yeah. And I don't like the people that are just writing it off to like superhero fatigue, because superheroes have been awesome my entire life. But it be comics or cartoons, whatever it may be, it was always awesome. And it wasn't until after Endgame, or no, Infinity Wars, right? Endgame was the last one?
Yeah.
Or no,
it was Infinity War, then Endgame.
Okay. After Infinity Wars, it just feels like something died. Something changed in the world of when was that? What year was that? Like 2012 or something?
No, that was 2018.
Taking a stab at it. Okay.
2018.
It felt like it was on the decline, but there was definitely a shift, right? And it stopped being about the. Wow, really? 2019.
Yeah. Well,
wait,
I mean,
when did Endgame?
The very next year, what happened there? Coof, Hollywood shut down. All these things shut down. We're not having movies for like 2.5 years. Like a lot of that energy also killed it. But I think you were right. Like it was coming to a natural conclusion. It's called Endgame. I think a lot of people were like, "Oh, great, it's over." Maybe I think subconsciously a lot of people were like, "Let's maybe go on to something else." But then they like kept squeezing it out. They're like, Disney Plus show. Here's a shitty movie. Here's a shitty movie. And then it's happened for like 5 years now.
And by the way, you got to watch all of them to understand anything that's happening. And it's just like, I'm good. No, I want a good, solid movie of any of the characters that I really like. I would love a real Wolverine movie where he's actually an animalistic psychopath killer like the comic books that I
I'd like
read
to
as a
see
kid.
that. I'd like to see that.
You know what I mean? Like real Wolverine,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he was a fucking animal. A
He
savage dude.
fucking straight up murdered
He
people.
mur-
Like,
he fu-
he's the
he
best at what he
kills-
does, and what he does is
Yo,
not
real
pretty.
Wolverine has not been seen on the big screen. All right, Hugh Jackman did a great job as Wolverine. It was cool for like the era of that, but he was way more vicious anyway. Also a good Green Lantern movie, although I rewatched the other one from Ryan Reynolds, and like it wasn't as bad as I remember it.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that.
The CGI was like, it's a little weird, but like if you could get past the CGI, like the suit, and the movie wasn't bad. Where's Call? I wish Call was here right now.
Yeah, I know.
Feel
He had
Call would be. Yeah, he's got good.
The only thing I think I remember,
diving deep is Superman.
Because I like Sinestro. Sinestro was cool in that movie too. The bad guy was just dumb. I didn't like the big poopy cloud thing. Like other than that, I think it wasn't horrible, I guess.
But I'd like a new Green Lantern. And, and the thing
they're making
is,
the show.
I don't want origin stories anymore. I feel like if you're gonna do an origin story, make a new fucking superhero.
Yeah.
Make something new. Otherwise, if you're gonna actually do an IP that exists that we all love, give us the Prime. I want Prime. Yeah. I want the Prime.
Peak Superman. I want peak Batman.
You are at your prime. You are like kicking ass. All the freaking sidekicks / enemies are existing. Like, I want to see that.
Yeah.
You know, we just like, it's like they're too scared to do that because you have to write something new. You have to do something new and kind of like,
I think it's naturally an easier story to tell if you're telling an ending or a beginning. So that's what they've done with Batman, right? They've told a lot of beginnings, and they've told a couple of endings where he's like at the end of his career with all the BBS bullshit. And then, you know, the Batman Begins, and then the Batman is the second year he's been Batman. It's all just kind of that. And it's like, I want one of my favorite movies of all time, Batman Forever. He's at peak Batman. He's at Batman where he's already had villains for a while. He gets Robin. He has the peak villains. He's got his Batcave. It's all there. I want that, but like, you know,
I gotta watch that again.
Super campy, and
that's the Val Kilmer one, right?
Yeah, it's a very 90s of the 90s movie. So I'd like a serious take. I want a serious take of Batman at his peak, where he's got fucking the Rogues Gallery, or maybe half there, or they're mostly there, or whatever. I don't want any more origins. I totally agree with you. Like, I'm, you know, just take a moratorium on origins. Let's move on. Let's jump into it.
And I don't know where this Superman is. He seems young, but Superman, he's an alien, and I'm assuming once he reaches manhood,
it's early.
It is.
It's early,
younger. But I mean, it still could, because like the Batman, it wasn't a bad movie. I think it was way too long. I think it was way too long. But
third act problems abound.
Yeah. True.
First act is like fucking peak. It's so good.
Yeah, it was cool.
You know, falls off,
and it just kind of gets boring almost, and really dark. But it introduced the Penguin, which was a phenomenal TV series that they actually. Yeah, I was so shocked and blown away on how good that series was. It was awesome.
Better than the movie. I think better than the movie. Just like story-wise, like written.
Yeah,
better than the movie completely.
Yeah. And I almost want the writers of Penguin to write whoever wrote the second one. I'm assuming it's not going to be as good as the movie.
Yeah, it's Matt Reeves. I think they just turned in the script for the second one.
I saw that. Yeah,
maybe like 2028 or something.
Yeah, I mean, I remember what he said. He said something along the lines of, "Look, we didn't have any plan, and we're not on a schedule. It's going to come when it comes." And I'm like, I'm fine with that. Like, I would rather you take your time, give us a good product, and film it, make it good, and then put out a good product. Like back in the '90s movies, you could go to any weekend of the entire year. You can go to the movie theater and probably see a banger movie.
Yeah, an original.
Something's out, it's probably a banger. You know what I mean? Like there was movies like debut weekend, and there was like 5 movies that were all awesome.
Somebody posted this.
Holy shit!
On Twitter, I saw it. It was like the Gen Z cannot comprehend our B movies had Matthew McConaughey,
Christian Bale
fighting dragons.
Slaying dragons.
Like,
That's an awesome
it's a
movie. I
great
loved that
movie.
movie. That movie
But
was
I remember that
badass.
getting like panned, and it was because it was like
So
it's a
true.
genre or whatever. But like that's a badass movie.
It
And
was
yeah, in the
awesome.
'90s, we used to
I
just
don't like
boom,
the way
boom, boom,
Matthew
boom.
McConaughey went out. I felt like it was a little stupid, but it
It's been
was
a while
cool.
since I watched that movie. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Oh, you don't want me to tell you? Okay,
I don't want you to tell me. I'm gonna
yeah.
rewatch it.
All right. I mean,
Didn't he burn up or something? I think he does.
I'm not gonna tell you if you don't want me to tell you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
No.
Okay.
But we did. We used to have good.
It was still
movies,
it
man.
was cool, but I think it was stupid of him.
Unnecessary.
Yeah. It's like whatever. But like whatever, the
Yeah,
movie the movie was
wrapping up.
cool. It was about dragons being real. It was what a cool premise.
Yeah, who greenlit that? Who said like, yeah, let's do that? I want to know, like, we need more people like that. More like, let's do some wild shit. And I'm sure that movie cost like nothing compared to the movies now.
True.
It's insane.
True.
Like, why are we not doing movies like that? Because that's what I don't understand.
Yeah, that's a good
like,
point.
2D animated movies cost less than 3D animated movies. And movies that use practical effects cost less than movies that use CGI.
And everybody loves practical effects over CGI. Lord of the Rings did it the best, I think. Lord of the Rings,
the perfect blend.
It was the perfect era of like, you know what, we could use practical effects and just bolster everything with CGI, and it was amazing. They did it so perfectly, and the practical effects that they did, people don't realize how much they actually did. It's incredible. Like if you watch the making of Lord of the Rings, so awesome. The way that like the dynamic, the way that you view,
force perspective,
the force perspective, and the models that they did. Holy crap. Incredible.
Yeah, it was at that perfect moment, and maybe it's just nostalgia and we grew up in that time, but like it really feels this way. It was the perfect moment of practical and CGI development where they were taking their time pre-vising and making sure that these were the shots that they wanted and taking the time to make those shots work.
Yeah.
And practical effects, all different levels, at its peak was right then, man. And now it's just like turning machine, and it just sucks. Like that's why most movies today suck, like the CGI, is because time. It's not because the capability, because the stuff that they can do now is phenomenal. It's like crazy, really great. It's so quick that like specifically with the MCU, there was a whole article on this. Like the CGI artists are pissed because they constantly get like at the last minute, well, the entire scene's different, so you have to redo it, and you only have this much time, and we're not going to pay you more. We're going to pay you the same amount that you budgeted for, but now you have 2 weeks to do a shot that takes 6 months, and it's completely different.
And then the fans are looking at them going, your CGI sucks.
Right. So that's like
the CGI is trash, and they're like, well, what was I supposed to do?
Right. So that's like a problem across the board in Hollywood right now. There's some movies that work, some movies that don't. Like, but you have a movie like Godzilla -1. That movie was made for like $15 million, and I think he said less than that. He said that it was made for less than 15 million, but that was like they rounded up or whatever. But he did all of the CGI for it. He was the visual effects supervisor, the director of the movie.
Well, that's how it should be.
Take these $200 million movie fucking budgets and split that shit up and make a bunch of different movies, and then just flood that shit into the theaters. Because right now we don't got nothing. Like I went to the movie theater to go watch something. And the guy at the movie theater was like, "Man, July is just packed because like they've got all these massive movies, Fantastic Four, Superman, Jurassic Park, but then after that, nothing. Before that, nothing. So it's just like these droughts. So it's like
it's weird.
They spent $400 million.
Yeah,
on this racing movie.
Do they not like making money? I don't understand these people.
That's what I don't get. There's got to be something else. There's something. It's like yesterday we were talking about the Zayawa stuff, and it's like the math does not check out to me. Like if it's cost effective to do practical effects, if people like practical effects more than CGI in certain ways, why are you not doing? That's what I don't get. I'm like, why would you not just do it? And I think
is it easier in some sense? Like, I don't.
don't
I'm not.
know, man.
I don't. I'm not in the industry,
That's
so I couldn't tell you. You know.
that's the questions. Like we try to figure out what it is because there's like so many different causes. There's no creativity currently in the business. Like
Right.
they're not hiring people that have creative ideas that think outside the box. They're afraid to take chances, so then they lock in on sequels and prequels and remakes and live action versions of cartoons because that's like calculated to be the most successful likely,
Yeah.
and it's just like they will not take freaking chances. They just won't do it.
Right. That's really it right there.
I mean, you need
It's
like
a guarantee.
yeah,
It's a
you need the
guarantee.
Bruckheimers, you need the Joel Silvers, you need the crazy motherfuckers in the past that would just be
The
like,
Mel Brooks.
I like you, let's make a movie, and they make a crazy
Uh,
ass movie.
right. Yeah.
And Mel
Yeah.
Brooks, like that's a whole nother thing. It's like comedy. Fucking when was the last time you saw a
Tropic Thunder.
comedy? Like that's
That
forever
made me
ago.
laugh. I know. But I don't remember.
It was like 2008 or something. What was
Yeah,
that?
I know, but like I don't remember seeing a comedy that was like Step
2008.
Brothers. When did Step Brothers come out?
Step Brothers. Let's see.
That
Step
one was funny.
Brothers.
Trying to think of
2008.
something new.
2008.
Another banging year though.
Was The
2008 had a lot
Hangover?
of.
When did The Hangover come out?
I did it probably before 2008. That's been out for a long time. Hangover.
What's that
Chat.
coming?
Give me some movies.
2009.
What-
2009.
Oh, damn
Like
it.
a long
I
ass
don't-
freaking time ago.
again, yeah, forever ago. Like, what was the last movie that made you laugh? Chat. Huh? The other guys? I don't know that one.
Yeah, the other guys was funny. But
Mel
that's
Brooks
still
was
like
woke?
10, 15 ago.
Really? Is Mel Brooks woke? Have you
Is he
seen
just
any
liberal?
of his movies?
Is he just liberal? He might just be liberal.
Monty Python is better.
I wouldn't be.
Monty
I mean-
Python's amazing.
It is pretty out. Diana Encino, man. It's like 1990.
Encino Man. Wait, that was the last movie that made you
Pineapple
laugh?
Express was funny.
Pineapple Express. Okay.
Yeah. So
It was
you remember
okay.
the like Brat Pack of Pineapple Express, like the people that made like the
Yeah. There was that
This is
weird
the
end.
end.
The world is this is the end. That's it.
like This Is the End.
That one was
like
okay.
yeah, there was funny bits, but like it was all right. But like that whole group, like the who's the guy that like
Franco,
directed all those movies?
I
He
don't
was
know.
writing a bunch of those. But yeah, Matt Franco, not Matt Franco.
Yeah. The
What's his name?
stoner dude.
Yeah, whatever. You know,
Whatever that
Seth
stoner
Rogen
guy's
and all
name
those
is.
people, right?
Seth Rogen.
Like
That's it.
they were making those movies, and once they stopped, they either got Me Too'd or became insufferable pieces of shit like Seth Rogen, and
Yeah.
like no comedy movies like picked up the mantle after that. It was like
Yeah.
before it was the National Lampoon's kind of like comedies being constantly made, and they got increasingly worse. And then those guys came up and they were funny for a little bit. You know, Pineapple Express was pretty funny. And then they started to kind of peter off. And then nobody picked it up from there.
I wish,
and it kind of like
I wish
stopped.
like Lonely Island, Andy Samberg's. I wish
yeah.
they would make movies because like I really enjoyed.
I did the Pop Star movie.
Well, and he did the one where he was like a stunt, wanted to do like
Hot
stunt
Rod.
jump. Hot Rod.
Yeah.
Great movie.
I love
But
that.
you know, I think that would actually might have been more recent. Actually, now that I think about it,
Hot Rod,
that was,
maybe.
Yeah, that was after 2008 for sure.
Let's see.
That was early tens, right? I mean,
No,
but I like
2007. 2007.
No fucking way.
Yeah. Pop Star
My
came
brain
out.
does not work the same.
Pop Star.
What about that? What about Eurovision?
2016. So Pop Star Never Stopping was the same Lonely Island guys, and that came out 2016. Hey, 2016. That's also a good hard date on comedies.
What was that called? Which one?
Pop Star Never Stopping. I've never seen it, but I've heard it's actually really good. I need to.
I've never seen it. Is it Andy Samberg?
Yeah, it's the Lonely Island crew. It's all three of them.
Oh man, I gotta see that. Okay.
Yeah, so it's probably really good.
I really like that. Their energy is great. I love that. That like he's kind of just.
He's directing the Naked Gun remake. So that's my only hope. My only hope for that movie is I like those guys and they're funny. So
It seems like
maybe.
they're like from what I've seen, there's 2 trailers I've seen so far. I think
Yeah.
that are out.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. I really liked Airplane when I was a kid. I liked
Mhm.
Police Academy. I liked all of those weird, funny movies growing up.
Yeah.
Like those were
Parody.
fantastic. Yeah, the parody movies, and Scream, and then what is the parody of Scream?
Scary
The
movie?
Scream in itself was Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of funny. It's like
Yeah, those
we got
parody
to bring
movies are good.
just like
Hot
parody
Shots?
movies. Parody movies doesn't exist anymore either. Hot
Yeah.
Shots, man. Hot
It's
Shots
coming
Part
back.
2. Both
So,
of them are good.
we'll see if it comes back because
Hopefully.
we have the Naked Gun coming out,
Examples.
and then we
Spaceballs
have
2.
Spaceballs 2. So if those 2 are
Right.
good, then we'll see if maybe there'll be a little resurgence.
That's
Men in
true. That's
Tights,
true.
classic.
So,
Classic.
all right. I wanted to ask you yesterday, but it was lost, and I kind of was like, I'll just talk to him
Yeah.
next time. You mentioned I talked about Chicago because I'm going to be in Chicago in September, and it turns out that it's probably going to be Saturday the 13th. I'm waiting to confirm, chat, and I will let you know as soon as I can confirm it. But you are going to be in the area? Is that what you said? Something along those lines? Maybe you said you
In
could go down,
Chicago?
or we could go up, or something. Like
I mean, if
maybe
you're gonna be here and do a meetup, I'm gonna go to that meetup.
I'm
So,
gonna have a meetup. Yeah,
yeah,
middle of September.
I'm going.
Holy shit, that's
Yeah,
rad.
dude. Yeah, bro.
Okay, well, if you go, then I've got to get Flawed there because
You gotta
Flawed
get
and Mo
Flawed there.
said they didn't have a concert, because they're working now,
Right.
but only because when they go on tour, their lives are whatever up to the tour dates. But
Right.
September they don't have a tour. They told me that, so that's pretty incredible. Diana Francisco's going.
Let's go.
She's gonna go. Who else is going? Who else? Benjamin Jansen, you're going, right? Yep, I'll be there for sure.
It's
Yeah.
just a short drive.
Yeah,
I don't care where you're from. It's just a short drive.
It's just a short drive. I mean, it's literally the center of the country.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's what,
basically.
16 and a half hours from any point? And come on. I mean, maybe
Except the West Coast.
way
is
down.
Actually, West Coast is way further, but
Whatever.
it's a 16-hour drive, 18-hour drive from New York City. I've done that drive. It's about a 24 hours straight down to Tampa Bay. I've done that many, many times actually throughout my life.
See, you're fine. Come on.
It's a day drive.
What is it, like
Benjamin Jansen's in
$50 in
Detroit?
gas? That's not far.
It's not a long flight. No.
Okay.
What is it?
2 hours?
3 hours?
2.5 hours? 3 hours? Come on.
It's an 8.5-hour flight for me. All right.
Come on.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm very
if you buy the
excited
tickets
about
at
it.
the right time, it could be like $60. Be super cheap.
That's true. I'm hyped. I mean, it was kind of expensive for us, but
For you guys, I mean,
dude. I
traveling
used to
long
fly because
distance.
I used to fly to Sweden just to visit her, because like she could only be there for 3 months and I can only be here for 3 months, so we would go back and forth for the first couple of years of us dating. And dude, I've gotten round trip tickets to Sweden for $200, but this was back in 2016.
Before the dark times.
2016, 2017, like that era of flying was awesome. It was super cheap to Europe. Now it's like 3 times as much, and it sucks.
It's ridiculous.
But going to Egypt is going to be pretty cheap for me. Speaking of Egypt, all
Hey.
right, Mogwai guy, he's going. Jeff up north, I see you in chat. My hometown airport does daily flights to Chicago. Dog, come to the meetup.
Dude.
Come to the meetup. Come meet me before we go to freaking Egypt together. Yeah. Chet Chisholm. Is Chet, are you in chat? Well, you guys know Chet. He's also going. Bro. He's going to Egypt. That's rad. Metastep says 5 hour. Wait, 5-hour flight or 5-hour drive? If it's a 5-hour drive, Metastep, you best. No, it's not a 5-hour. He's in New Hampshire. That's like a 20-hour.
A 5-hour flight. Come on.
That is not a 5-hour flight. That's bullshit. It's a 2.5-hour flight from New York.
Is there anywhere in the United States that would take that long? Like maybe if you're flying from like
it's Chicago, O'Hare. Everything goes to O'Hare. Dude, O'Hare is like dead center, super cheap. It's like one of the biggest airports on the planet, I think. Actually,
you will be shamed if you don't go. You will be shamed. I'm going to shame you. You will be shamed.
And I'm going to be playing a show. I'm legitimately going to be on stage playing a full set. You like jam nights in digital? Imagine like being there hanging out with Garrett at the bar watching me play some music.
Brahma, get you and the wife to come.
Tell my wife to let me go. She is sitting here right now. Well, Brahma, I would love for you to bring your wife on vacation and have some real good Chicago pizza. All right. Nick Weiser's going to be there. I already talked to him.
That's what you got to do. You gotta make it sound like it's their idea. Go, hey,
well, she's sitting right next to him, so she can hear you.
Turn it off. Turn the volume down. Turn the volume down.
I mean, she's sitting right there. Yeah, but I got to start making some rings. I know Diana wants a ring.
Yo, you making rings?
Yeah. I make my own silver rings. You interested?
Oh yeah.
Are you?
Yes.
Do you know your ring size?
I don't. Might be like a 9.
I'm not gonna make it on a.
I'll figure it out.
Figure it out because
I've got one of those rings. Got one of those ring things.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Wait. Like a mandrel or a size?
It's like a key ring that has a bunch of different sizes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
put your finger in it.
That's what I need. Yeah. Just give me the right size, and I'll make your ring. Hell yeah.
Hey.
I'll have to get one later. I can't afford it at the moment. Word. Well, I mean, you're planning on coming to Chicago. Lord of the Ree is not here. He actually for 2. He says can't stay long. About to get a new mower. Can I get a hell yeah? Oh, sorry, Garrett. I mean a heck yeah. All right, so I don't know where he is, but he's, I believe, in Missouri, and he's gonna come up. Now he plays music, and he's gonna open for me.
Nice.
So you're actually gonna be able to listen to some the most adequate music you've ever heard, and then I'm gonna take the stage. It's actually perfect for me. You know,
it's a great setup.
You get blasted with just adequacy, and then I come on, and I'm just like, they're like, wow, this guy's really good. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, that was all right.
Armar for 2 says, can you sign my Baldo at the meeting, Adam? Only if Garrett signs the other side. and we sign it at the same time.
That'd be difficult. I don't know how that would work.
I think we can make it happen. No? It's a little weird. Don't bring your Baldo, please.
Yeah, I don't want to touch that.
I don't want to touch that.
It better come out of a package. Like, it better be brand spanking new.
I'm assuming we're signing the package, right? Because it's unopened. Right? You know, it's like it's like a shelfer, right? You know, I got Gina Carano back here. You put the Baldo behind you.
Right next
to I did open. All right, so I opened. So I got the dual kit from Jose Taco. Are you in chat, Jose? I opened it. I couldn't help myself because I want to make the. Do you play Magic the Gathering? You ever into Magic? Okay.
No.
I wanted to make Cloud. Hold on, let me just real quick. Just
like from Final Fantasy.
Yeah, like legitimately, they made Cloud, and he's pretty cool.
Respect.
So I'm like, you know what? He could sit there behind me forever, or I can make a commander, and I kind of want to do that. This set got me back in. I love Final Fantasy, and chat bought me a few things, and then I opened one pack, and I was like,
I'm back in, man. I'm back in.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, get those cards in here.
give me some cards.
Do you have anywhere to play?
My wife plays. Me and my wife.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, we played the other day. Played some Sealed. We both. She's good. Yeah, she's good. I mean, I've been playing since '95. And she was born in '92. So I've been playing like basically her whole life. And I mean, I wasn't a serious player until probably like 2010. You know what I mean? And when and then I looked through my cards and I was like, holy shit, I got a lot of really crazy cards from the back in the day. And then I started playing a lot, and then I met her in 2015, and it was over at that point. You know, she loved it too, because then it was something we did together, and she's really good. So I gave her 6 boosters, and I opened 6 boosters, and we just create a deck on the fly. The best of what we could do. It's cool because you're like limited in what it's not like anyone's overpowered, and it's a blast. So
playing with what you got.
Yeah, and she plays Commander. Call plays as well. Call's buddy was in chat the other day. He was talking about a lot of people here play, right? Anyway, you guys are. I don't want to dwell too much on the Magic, but I opened it. That's why it's no longer behind me, Jose. If you're here, I had it behind me, and I was like, I'll never open it. It's gonna sit behind me forever. 2 days later,
You're just like looking at it every once in a while, just kind of.
Well, I walk into my office from over there, and I like.
Oh, and you see it. It's just.
I walk straight at it, and I'm like, man. And then
Could
I
be
like
anything
showed
in
my.
there.
I was like, wife, look at this. It's a great card. She's like, wow, that is really good. And I'm like, it is really good, isn't it? Yeah. My sons play, but I just won't. Diana, my mom plays. What are you waiting for? Huh? I built my mom a commander deck so she could play with us.
I don't play Magic, but I do have a Magic card.
What do you got there? Okay, silver border. That's Chad. I see the Chad face. Come on.
Special.
Focus. It's Chad. All right.
It's my Chad card. I give to only
Chad
Chads.
energy. Wow. Legendary viewer. Woo, I like this.
Yeah.
1/4. It's kind of weak, to be honest, but
hey, come on. I had to make
it's what is it? Unwavering? Oh, okay. Quarter black. I get it, but still.
I custom made this.
So, in the Magic world, it's a little weak. I'm just saying. I feel like a Chad would be
I don't know.
A little stronger. Well, that does 1 damage when it attacks. So I mean,
where we hit for low damage, but we're persistent.
Okay, there you go. I mean, you hit 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? What is it? Wait, what does the abilities do? Did you come up with something or?
Let's see. Unwavering. At the end of any stream, gain +3 power.
Oh, there you go. You're getting the power.
Yeah, because at the end of the stream, I can't tell. I can't.
You become 4/4.
Yeah, you become a Chad. I can't really disclose too much. It's kind of like Fight Club.
Hey, no, that's fine.
Unyielding
by all
confidence. It's a passive. Whenever Chad, the legendary, attacks, he cannot be blocked by creatures with less power. So he can't. Chad.
So basically, I get it, but he's got the lowest power possible. Sorry, we won't have to get into the details. It's fine.
Get into technicalities, okay.
You know what I mean? It's okay. Yeah, no worries. That's I'm sure there's a broken mechanic that could fix that card. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see, Mogwai gets it right.
Sure, you can do
it. Hey, Ashley, what's up? How you doing? Wait, what's Meta saying? Do I need to mod him again? I don't know what he's saying. Too much details. Ryan Hinter for one says, if there was a Trump Magic card, what would it do, and what picture would it be? Well, it would obviously be him with his fist in the air yelling "Fight, fight, fight."
That's a good one too.
That like
I was thinking like that one where he's just like staring. The
the very first portrait back.
Yeah, where he's just like.
Well, you know what? Okay, that would be his actual card. Well, no, that would be the actual card where it's him, but the fight, fight, fight would be like an instant or a sorcery or some sort of spell that he would be able to use. That would feature him. You know what I mean? It's because like I do like that where it's just his face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, you're wearing your my fight Trump shirt right now. Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah. Good shit.
Oh, I got this patch at Cosmic Summit.
Skinwalker Ranch, Utah. That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah.
There's this booth there that had just like a shit ton. I have Flatwoods monster.
Oh, cool.
I have a little Mothman.
I would love to MC it. Like I want to MC it next year.
Dude,
I'm gonna tell George. I'm gonna be like, George.
That would be sick.
I want to MC it next year. Let me do it. All right. I've got years of experience. Fly me out.
Yeah.
And I will MC it. All right. I think he'd be down.
Yeah, that'd be so good.
George, come on. He doesn't watch my show.
Come on, George.
That's fine. I'm just excited. Things are moving, you know what I mean? My son did something amazing today. He sat down at the piano and he went like this. He goes dum 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 dum, and he kept kept going until he couldn't reach anymore.
Yeah, so he's like,
But with
thinking
one
about
finger,
it.
went all the way down each key, and I was Nisha, and we were both sitting there, and we were like, "It's amazing!"
He's doing
Yo,
something.
it was incredible to see, though, because
Yeah.
there was some learning, whatever, but like this was taking one finger, going
Deliberate.
and deliberately pushing and going all the way down, like walking it down. It was so cool, man. It was. There's
Kids
a
are
video of
amazing.
it, but yeah, it was. I don't know if my mom's here, but I got to send that to her. Metastep celebrating 47 months. Meta. Thank you, Meta. I was talking about the last little piece of splinter coming out of my knee yesterday, 15 years after it went in when I broke my kneecap mountain biking. Wow.
You had a splinter in your
15 years?
Ow.
Well, I guess it's not metal. It's not like they could get it out with like a magnet. Like, how would you get it out
Like
if it
your
was in
body
that
would
deep?
push it out, doesn't it?
There's some crazy. Have you?
I guess if it's in far enough, it won't. It'll just like stay in.
That reminds me of an interview Matt Bell did with this woman about water. Have you seen that? I don't remember her
No.
name. I like Limitless. I think it's a great podcast. He has some cool people on there, man. And this woman had been in a crazy car accident, and she was a passenger, and I think it was like her ex was driving, and he died. Like, it was that bad. And like he was a bar owner or a bartender, and he had a bunch of beer, and it was such a bad accident. Like, he died, and all the glass shattered into her skin, and like it was everywhere, and she had issues for freaking years. And there was this water that nothing worked. I don't remember, she was like dealing with like big huge polyps or some weird issue, and someone told her about this guy who had his own aquifer that had a higher pH water or lower pH water. I don't remember exactly, but like the pH was completely different than normal water. It was like a weird, unique type of water, and it had some anti-cancer properties, supposedly, right? And she contacted the guy, and he sent her a month's worth of water, and she said within a week, all these pieces of glass started coming out of her neck, coming out of her arms. This
is water you drink?
Yeah, and it had been like 10 years. And she's
What
like,
the hell?
the only thing that she changed was drinking the water. Literally nothing else changed. She kept her diet the same, sleep, everything was the
bizarre.
same except drinking that water. And it was like within a week, all these pieces of glass were being pushed out of her body. And then suddenly, like, she felt so much better.
Well, give me some of that water.
I know. I was like,
Almost
that's
wanted water.
pretty insane, right?
Yeah.
It was a fascinating interview. Yeah, fascinating. I try to catch those when it's not alkaline water, it's something different. I don't remember exactly, but check out Matt Bell's podcast, Limitless. It's this very hippie looking woman. And it is as you know that guy in Japan that like wrote words, and like the structure of the water was supposedly different based on like hate, love, and then it was like debunked or something. But then she's actually trying to replicate it with actually some success, and she shows what she's doing, and she's freezing the water, and she's actually being able to replicate certain things. And it's fascinating. And Matt Bell actually tried it himself.
I thought there was like an article, like a scientific article, not a woo-woo one, like a scientific article talking about how water has like a memory of some, not like our level of memory, but like there's something that it can.
It was like a year ago we
maintain,
mentioned it a little bit. I think it was posted in research for Forbidden Frontier.
But yeah, there was something to that. I mean, we're made of mostly water. I bet it's got some kind of weird property like that.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. Yeah, I mean, what are we, like 80% water or something? 75% water? Like, that's incredible. No, well, the moon lunatics, I feel like that has something to do with it. The whole entire ocean gets pulled,
right? So like that's definitely
and we're not affected. And I find it's interesting too, because those people that will admit that fact will still be against astrology, right? Like that. The signs or the planets being aligned in a certain spot when you're born affect who you are, the type of personality that you have. I think there's something to that. I don't think it's 100% true. I'm not saying all my eggs are in that basket, but I do feel like there is something to it because lunatics is a word that has existed for a long time for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's like the hard line science of like I could look at a horoscope and it could tell me my day, how it's going to happen, or how exactly my personality is going to be if I was born in these things. But I think on a generality, like it does seem to be people that are born under this kind of thing have certain kind of tendencies,
Right.
and like the lunatic thing you're saying, like that I could understand the universe having an effect on you.
Yeah.
You know, like
This is how.
everything has an effect on everything else. So
Yeah.
the way that the universe is like the way the Earth is flying through the universe, the galaxy at that time with the other planets and
Hmm.
certain things, gravity's pushing on certain things in other ways, butterfly effect, and it could change your personality in a certain way. I don't know. Maybe
Yep.
I
This is
could
how
see it.
I made up a version of what I think could potentially be the case of what happens when you are connected to your mother when you're in utero. She is shielding you with her electromagnetic energy,
Mm.
right? As soon as you're born and you are out of your mother, like childbirth, you are suddenly on your own as far as outside of your mother's protective barrier, as far as her own electromagnetic circle, whatever.
Hmm.
And that's the moment, and that's why they ask, what time were you born and where? And I think the what time you were born is because it's that moment of you were on your own now, and all of the planets and all the electromagnetic circles and
All the
pulls
fucking
and
little what are those little things?
pushes.
The neutron? No, they're
Yeah, neutrinos. Yeah,
neutrinos. Yeah, that you get
fermions,
shot
the
with,
neutrinos.
and
I mean,
that's
we're
only
getting
one
hit
thing
right
of.
now. It's middle of the night here. I'm getting
Yeah,
hit with. I mean, it doesn't matter. It goes
right.
right
Yeah,
through the earth. But
yeah,
more importantly, I mean, we can't feel it, but Earth is being hit with gravity from the moon, from Saturn, from
right.
Venus.
Yeah,
Like we're being manipulated by where they are right now, all of us. Like we can't feel it. It's very subtle. And I described it as a perfect sphere of metal, right? You can pick like untouched, perfect sphere, just shiny and perfect, right? That's a brand new baby. Comes out. And as soon as that happens, you are tattooed with where
that.
everything is. All right. And then your life experiences from someone who was born, like you can't be born at the exact same place at the exact same time as anyone else unless you're like pulled with your twin out at the same time, which still isn't possible.
Yeah,
But still, like even someone who is very similarly born to you will have a different life. Like you get your father leaves you and that's a dent on the side,
mm,
or they're fighting and then or one of your dog dies early in life, so you faced death, and that's a different ding,
yeah,
or you had a really solid life and you like it grows. So there's like different things and experiences. So when you look at like an astrology and someone says, "Oh, let me see the type of person you are," it I think it's generally could be true, but I
could
don't
be
like
true.
how could right. Shout out to Andreas.
Shut up,
He wanted to be here, but he couldn't because he's staying at. I actually don't know exactly what his situation is,
Timbuktu.
but yeah, Timbuktu. Um, you know what I mean? I think
Yeah,
that they don't take on the generalities or like the fact that everyone is so drastically different in their lived history of life. When you know, I think there's something to it, but a lot of these people don't say you're still an individual that have had experiences that probably threw this into the freaking fire,
yeah,
and it
knock you
means
in a
nothing
different
anymore.
trajectory.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
but I think there's something to it, though. I don't know.
yeah. I think your point on the moon moving the oceans and it not affecting us is like great. It's like, yeah, we're made of
Hmm.
mostly water. If the
Yeah,
moon is pushing the ocean around enough to make waves,
yep,
it's pushing humanity around
of
in subtle
course.
ways, I'm sure. Little ways,
Yeah.
just a little push, just a little thing. You don't notice it as like a walking around human, but if you could like bird's eye view, God eye, the whole thing, you could see that
Well,
there'd
you
be
ask
little
ask a
strips of
hospital,
people.
ask a
Right, yeah,
nurse,
first responders,
ask
I'm sure they
police
get that, and
officers. Yeah, they know. They could see
Yeah.
it. Jeremy the Cyborgs for 5. Quarter Black, I have a piece of graphite from a
Ooh.
pencil that has been in my hand for 40 years. Wow.
I got a
You
little
too?
piece in my hand.
You
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Wow. Actually,
I jumped
I
on my bed
feel
and it
like
just stabbed me. Yeah.
ooh.
So
How
yeah.
bad was it?
It wasn't too bad. It was just like, just like a poke. And I think
Okay.
it just like drew the inside of my skin and it just healed over. So now I just
Oh,
have a dot.
that's not that bad.
It's not a piece of graphite. It's like a piece of graphite as in like it left a little bit of mark, but
That reminds me
not a
when I was a
piece.
kid, or when I was a teenager, I ran into my dad's backyard and there was some like a pile of grass, and I barefoot and I was just running and I stepped right onto a golf tee
Oh.
and it went into my foot.
Uh,
Like
ah.
it was in my
I've
foot.
had a lot of foot energy
That sucked,
injuries as
man.
well. Yeah.
That sucked.
Got my feet cut
Yeah.
a lot of times when I was a kid.
That,
My
oh,
my
dude.
great grandpa had a bullet in his head for like most of his life. Yeah, or maybe it was my great great grandpa. Can't remember which one. He was a
Did you get to
moonshiner.
keep it?
No, that'd be dope. I'd be like, heck yeah, put that on a pendant.
That'd be so dope.
Yeah, but he got
We'll go
shot.
fucking dig it up. What?
Yeah, he got shot in like a
Maybe.
bar fight.
Maybe
He got
not.
shot in a bar fight
I
and
walked it off.
lived. Yeah, he
It's
walked the
fucking
fucker
bad.
off. Like that's how people
Holy
did back
shit.
then. They walked that shit off.
What choice do you have?
But yeah, he had a bullet in his head.
You just couldn't say S's anymore.
Yeah, just
It's something.
yeah, minor issue.
Yeah, whatever. His dick still works. Garrett's here.
Yeah, it worked.
Mustang 1-1 for 10. How you doing, Mustang? Thank you.
Mustang. I
Upon
love
further
Mustang. I have a Mustang.
inspection, I have come to the conclusion that strawberry Dr. Pepper only tastes good when ice cold. If it is the slightest degree off, it immediately tastes horrible. This is my TED Talk. I've never tried strawberry Dr. Pepper.
He brought this up yesterday, and he's correct. It is disgusting. It's gross. I don't know about.
Well, have you had it ice cold?
Maybe if it's ice cold, maybe, but I don't know. I don't even know about then.
But
it's pretty gross. I don't like it.
It says slightest degree off. It's horrible. So I mean,
it has to be like sub-zero.
Gotta be ice cold, just about to freeze. Then you drink it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would try it. It doesn't sound good. I
It's
wasn't ever a fan. I like Dr. Pepper. I'll just say that.
I'm a big fan of Dr. Pepper. I like
cherry Dr. Pepper. Not really a fan of.
No.
But I like the regular Dr. Pepper.
Kind of a milquetoast guy, I like vanilla ice cream. I like regular Dr. Pepper.
Me too. Vanilla ice cream.
I
prefer it. Dude,
I don't need extra shit in there.
I know. It's so good. So there's a time and place, butter pecans sometimes is good, but
maybe it's like a cookie
really
dough
good,
every once in a while, but like
you can't have too much.
Yeah.
You gotta
be rare.
Keep the good baseline though of vanilla.
Yeah.
That's my jam. Ryan Hinnard for one says, I put what I thought would be in Discord, but I haven't played Magic in 25 years to make up a good ability for it. But I think we think alike on the picture. Okay, wait. Let's check out what he did.
Mexican Coke is dope. I will say that, yeah.
Where'd you put it in general? Scroll. Yeah, there it is. Cool. All right, hold on. Let me post.
I didn't like cherry Coke either.
You didn't like cherry Coke?
No.
I'm not a fan either, actually, now that I think about it.
I don't even like cherries. I don't think maybe it's just cherries. I don't like cherries.
Have you ever had cherries from a tree? Like off a tree and eat the cherry?
No.
Okay. You haven't lived.
Okay.
Well, you haven't had good cherries. Like there's so much different. Like my cherry tree just fruited last week.
Oh, that's right. You have one.
And yeah, so I have.
I'm sure it's much different. Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's nothing like it, dude. All right, here. This is the
there you
Herald
go.
of the World Ruler. Okay. This costs an insane amount of mana. You'll never be able to cast it. 47. All right. Well, I guess 4-7. That's 11, 13, 14 mana, which is still a ridiculous amount. But let's see how strong it is. It could be really strong.
He's very strong, so it makes sense.
Okay. It's not a creature. It's okay. It's an instant. Art of the deal. The worst of times often create the best opportunities to make good deals. When you play Herald of the World Ruler, draw 6 cards from the opponent's deck. Okay. What, you haven't played Magic in 25 years? I would have, for this price, it should have just been like, you win. You know what I mean? Like the art of the deal. Like you shake your opponent's hand as they give you all of their cards. Like that would have been more fitting.
You don't have the
right?
cards. You don't have the cards. The cards are not in your hand.
You don't have the cards. Who did he say that to?
Lazinski or whatever his name is.
Zelensky?
Zelensky, yeah.
We're done man, that was
on.
so embarrassing, dude.
You don't have the cards.
Holy shit.
You just don't.
You didn't even say thank you once, dude. JD Vance. Holy shit. That was very entertaining.
That was good.
Yeah, that was
I bet
good.
JD plays some Magic.
I bet you're right. That's true. Nerd. Yeah, he seems to be super nerd. Yeah. That's true. Wait, so who plays Magic in chat? One's in chat if you play Magic.
Fruit is good.
Just once. No worries. If you don't play Magic, don't worry about it. Don't start putting twos. Don't start now they're gonna do it anyway. No, stop. Stop it. No, please don't. Corgi plays. Okay, Craze Corgi. He actually bought me a pack, which was cool. Squiggles, of course, coming in with a 2.
I won
3.
My sister-in-law. My sister-in-law came into possession of this guy's entire childhood collection of toys.
Wow.
And he had awesome like GI Joes and all kinds of cool stuff. And she gave it to us because he was just getting rid of it all. And he had one of those tins, like a Yu-Gi-Oh tin, like this, all Magic cards, just stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks from the 90s.
Go on.
And I sold it for $50. I bet there was some good shit in there.
You dumbass.
I was like, I don't know what these are. Like, somebody want these? Yeah, okay. $50. There you go.
I have one card. I have one card sitting right here from the first set. It's worth $1,000.
That's crazy.
One card from the first set is worth $500,000.
God dang.
Just letting you know.
I bet I had it. What was there?
Yeah, Black Lotus. Just in case you ever stumble upon it again. Well, if you do, I'll buy it.
I'll tell you. Yeah.
I'll give you 50. I'll give you 60.
Whoa, $10.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? See what I mean? Oh, nice. And I'll buy you a vanilla cone.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Again, thank you for Diana Francisco and also Mr. Squiggles and also Sea Dog. You guys all got Nisha gifts via Throne. Her birthday is on Wednesday. And I'm really hyped because I am going to be making tiramisu tomorrow for the first time. And then it's going to sit overnight in the fridge.
Oh, good luck.
I've heard I'm going to make it by scratch. Is it difficult? I don't know. The recipe didn't seem too bad. I'm pretty good at following directions, and that's basically cooking. So I don't know. You have to let it sit for 5 hours or something before you eat it anyway. So I'm going to make it tomorrow. And then, just surprise her with it. She's never had it. And she loves coffee chocolate stuff, coffee chocolate treats. Yeah, and it's, it's like a coffee chocolate, I don't know. It's not a cake, is it? It's not a custard either. It's like a weird combo of things that.
What am I trying to think of? This
what is tiramisu? If it wouldn't kill me, I'd eat tiramisu every meal.
So like a cheesecake?
But it's not a cheesecake either. Yeah, it's weird, right? What is it? It's its own thing. I have to make these. They're not cannolis, but they're like these tube-shaped things that then I'm gonna stuff and then put in a bin, and then you pour stuff in, and then I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway,
what?
I've got a recipe. It's like a layer cake. Yeah, kind of like a mousse, but it's not a mousse either because it does have like a bread-ish thing in it. Lady fingers, yes, those are the things that are in that I have to make. Because I couldn't find them I have to make those, and then you put those in a thing, and then you pour the other stuff in it, and then it's inside of it. Yeah, then you cover the entire thing with this chocolate dust stuff.
Yeah, like the coffee.
Yeah.
Thing.
Well, no, I think the coffee's not on top. The coffee is actually what you soak the lady fingers in. Yeah.
Oh. See, I don't know.
I've never done it, so I still have yet to do it. I'm hoping I can make it happen and have it be good and not ruin
Edible.
her first. She's like, "Oh, I've never had tiramisu." Just spits
Oh,
it
it's
out.
so good, honey. I love it.
This is I love it. Ugh. It's a trifle. Is that what it's called?
Trifle.
Oh, and there's rum in it. That's true. There is
Oh,
rum.
nice.
There
I'm
is
down.
rum. She loves rum, which is cool because I know she loves rum. So I'll use her.
Trifle looks like a
She's-
stack of fruit and random shit.
Oh no, not truffle. That's a mushroom.
No, trifle.
Or wait,
Yeah,
yeah,
I can share it.
right. Truffle's a mushroom, right? I think so. What do you got here?
It's like
I mean, kinda. Yeah, yeah,
like a
because
stat. It's like
there's
layered,
like
like a dip.
bread. Yeah, yeah,
Like a
yeah, yeah,
sweet
yeah.
dip.
I think that's actually pretty. It's more this than anything else we've said. So I think that was who said
Hey,
that?
you spelled
OG Star,
tiramisu.
Oga Star. Yeah, yeah. Or yeah, just tiramisu. Just we're gonna judge you right now. Go ahead, just type it in.
Tiramisu. There. Hey,
Oh,
I was way off.
tiramisu.
Oh,
That
it's
was way
tiramisu.
off. Tiramisu.
Okay, it's like a layer cake. I see it. Oh, so these are the things you're gonna be making, like these
Yeah, 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 yeah.
these
Those are the
things.
ladyfinger things, and then those are coated in like the chocolate. So the chocolate's inside, and then I don't even know. It's like cream. I don't know, confection sugar. You need like the really fine, like powdered sugar.
Yeah.
Um,
You know, sweets aren't my thing. I don't know a whole lot about
yeah.
the whole
I'm not
confectionery.
a big fan of dude. I am not a sweets guy either. I have to be in the mood, and it's like
Mm.
once in a blue moon.
Yeah, I'm more of a
Yeah,
savories. I'm all about them
yeah, me too.
potatoes.
Oh yeah, dude, the potatoes. Yeah, oh yeah.
Too much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and funny enough, once in a blue moon is not that rare. I don't know if you guys know that.
How
It's
often
like
is the blue moon?
I think it's like twice a year
Okay.
or
I mean,
three times a year. Wait,
that's more often than your birthday, but still not that often.
I grew up hearing like once in a blue moon is like never.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, once every 33 months or about 7 times
Okay.
every 19 years. Okay, so
Okay, that's much
less
late.
less
Later.
than your birthday. All right. Yeah, yeah. All right. I was mistaken.
Okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, yeah.
Fake
A
news.
blue moon occurs when there are 2 full moons in a single calendar month. Ah. Or 4 full moons in a single astronomical season. On average, it's once every 33 months. Cool. All right. I thought it was less than that, but I grew up thinking
Are you
once in a blue
thinking?
moon is like never happens. Like
Yeah, like super rare.
once in a lifetime kind of a thing,
Yeah.
you know. Haley's Comet kind of a vibe, you know, which I remember being in the news, but I didn't see it myself. But I do remember seeing a eclipse when I was in middle school. Remember we went outside
Like a total
and we
eclipse.
it wasn't a total eclipse, it was a partial, but it was still pretty cool. Like it was still got dark. It wasn't like fully dark. Like did you experience that full eclipse like
I don't
last
think
year?
I've.
Was it last year or like 6 months ago or
No, I
something?
was somewhere
I know
else. I think.
Gary was there. He like went and saw it.
I think I
Yeah,
was
where were
somewhere
you
else
at?
at the time.
Were you in Texas? It was in Texas.
Yeah. I don't
Surprising.
usually go out and see those things. I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know.
Chad energy right there.
I'm just like, yeah.
Like I don't need that.
I'm
I don't
scared.
need it. I know what's
It's cool
happening.
though. Like, what's the
I've never
likelihood of it being like the same
exactly
size, like the exact
proportioned.
perfect proportion? Is that some kind of
Dude,
optical illusion that
I
like
have
any
to
size
ask.
would be?
Did you watch Randall's moon video
I
yet?
haven't yet, but that's my next thing. I'm gonna watch
Dude.
that. The moon's freaking
I'm not
weird.
gonna say anything then.
The moon
It's
is weird.
weird. And it's gonna be more weird once you find out what he's talking about. Like
Okay.
it's weird, man.
The moon is so
I'm
strange.
just gonna say, I'm not gonna ruin anything. I'm just gonna tell you, it's active. I thought the
Like
moon
it's
was dead.
alive?
Did you? Did you think it was dead? Did you think the moon was dead? Like just a
Well,
dead
yeah, I
rock
thought
up
it was
there?
just a big
Yeah,
rock
me too.
that just like
Yeah,
broke
yeah.
off of the
Yeah,
earth
me too.
a long time
Yep.
ago and just
Yeah, me too.
formed.
Hmm.
It's not?
Yeah, me too.
Got
I
shit
thought
going
so.
on in there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me too.
No,
I
no.
thought
What's going on?
it's weird. It's weird, man.
I want to know what
It's
the
weird.
astronauts saw. They look
No,
real
what did they say?
grim, bro. They look real serious.
I think they went. But I think they learned. Well, think about it, right? If Atlantis was an empire that was technologically advanced enough to make pyramids, the Sphinx, whatever, who the hell knows, right? If it was them or not.
We don't know the
If they
level.
were able to, if they were on like such an advanced level, if they were levitating things, why wouldn't they have been able to go into space and avoid the cataclysm that destroyed a lot of the world, right? Maybe there is a base up there. Maybe there is some sort of remnants of a civilization that they found up there that they were like, oh shit, well, we can't tell people.
Like a lunar Agartha.
Right. Why is the labyrinth being hidden? Maybe there is the actual ark. Maybe the ark was their version of leaving Earth for a little bit to like watch it play out for 1,000 years and then come back down and build Göbekli Tepe and teach agriculture to the humans to survive and so on. And then leaving those dates to show, hey, this is cyclical. It's going to happen again.
Come back
within the next 100 years. It's going to happen again, and society would crumble. Even if it was 100 years from now, people would
it would be anarchy. People would be like, yeah, who cares anymore?
Yeah, who cares? 50 years, 100 years, whatever. The billionaires are going to survive. Well, we're going to go after the billionaires now. Like rich people would be a target. Why do you think they're making bunkers?
Keep it under wraps.
Exactly.
They're gonna be like, I'm building a clock.
Yeah, bullshit. A clock in the mountains.
Yeah,
sure.
All right.
Yeah, there's a reason the CIA got rid of the Adam and Eve story, because it was telling the story of the cyclical nature of a calamity that returns. I mean, Ben Davidson is like really quadrupling down on this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if it's going to be as bad as he says it's going to be. He says it's going to be legitimately biblical, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, it's happened in the past. It is 100% happened in the past multiple times. So,
well, the micronova might not have happened, but calamities has happened. You know,
well, yeah, like massive calamities like that. Like the sunbursts have happened before.
Correct.
We've had meteors, impacts a bunch of times over our history. So it could totally happen. It can happen like now. It can happen like right now.
It's true. Imagine if it did.
Like no warning, just boom.
It's like suddenly the stream just cut.
You look outside and it's just a wall of fire.
Well, it's still dark.
Or that's why you live every moment as if it's your last. That's what I always say. You know,
infinite deaths.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna play tonight?
I'm playing Mad Max. I'm playing Mad Max.
Mad Max. Oh, you didn't mention that. What's that?
Mad Max. It came out like when did that come out? 2016 or something like that. A little while ago. It's just like a open world single player. Yeah, just running around, building a car, driving your car, beating up mutant people. I put it on the list and I was like, should I play Silent Hill 2 or Mad Max? And they said
Chat decided.
So yeah, we're playing some Mad Max.
I'm glad that they gave you something like that.
Yeah,
because that seems.
I was waiting for them to just be like, no, play Silent Hill 2 because it's scary.
We want you to be jump scared. No. It's like your chat's doing you a favor. That's cool.
I don't usually get jump scared.
No,
but
you don't.
Resident Evil 2, Mr. X scared the crap out of me.
Never played it. Never played a single Resident Evil game.
I won't tell you what happens. You should play them. The remakes are really great. OGs are great that people say. I have not played the OGs. I played the remakes, which are pretty close. They stay pretty close to the original, but the second one is really good. The first one's good, but it has that camera and it's just a pain in the ass.
Resident Evil 2, the one that was just remade in 2019.
Yes. Yeah.
That's that is $9 right now.
Get it, play it. It's great. It's a great game. It's like a little mystery. You walk around this police precinct and you're trying to solve puzzles and discover shit, and it's
pretty cool. That is my main character in Dead by Daylight. I'm Leon.
I don't think Leon is Leon. Yeah, that's Leon. Chris is the first one. Chris, then Leon.
Right.
But yeah, there's a thing that happens,
Maybe.
and there's a scary guy that happens in
Like
it.
that
If
one.
you've played the game, you know. And I about shit my pants.
Hold on,
And
hold
it's
on. Chat, would you
scary.
want me to even like? Would you want? I still have to finish my Final Fantasy game. Um, I'm asking chat right now. I know that you're
I'm just
okay. Hold
letting the
on.
chat know. Yeah,
All right.
Diana, I play
RE
on my channel. The Court of Light Garrett.
RE2, yes or no? Okay. I was playing Oblivion. I still gotta play my
I
finish
gotta
my
play
Oblivion
Oblivion.
playthrough.
I haven't played that.
I
I
gotta
haven't played.
finish my playthrough. Let's see. All right. Okay. A reminder: there are only 7 seats left for our Egypt trip. Me and Garrett, we're going to Egypt. We are going to Egypt.
Bro, we're going to
And
Egypt.
Mogwai guy, he's going. Jeff up north. I don't know if he's still here. I do have to finish Oblivion. I know. It's true. And then Chet Chisholm, he's going. It's gonna be freaking awesome. And there are only 7 seats left. I love this. Adam and QBG are hereby honorary members of Agartha. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
We will be welcomed
Appreciate
into the center.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you, Mustang. I don't know what authority you have as it, but anyway, yeah. 7 seats left. I know. What is it, like 26 seats
Yeah, I
currently
think so.
sold? Yeah, there's 26 seats that have been sold. So we're going to be a huge crew already. But I mean, what we've announced it like a month ago.
Yeah.
So
they're gonna
within
go.
a month, like yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna sell out. Yeah, we're gonna be a full crew.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of
Yeah.
people from Peru also going, and
Yeah, that's cool.
they were a great crew that we got there. So I'm hoping we can get that kind of same energy. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. There was like not a single problem with anybody. You know, like we were all
Cool.
just like there for the same reason, hanging out, having fun, going around the
True.
town. So can't wait.
Yeah,
It'll be good.
true. Well, my wife just called me right now, and I have a feeling she is probably needing some help because it's the middle of the night and that's my shift. So I'm gonna get out of here. Go check out his channel. He's about to go live right now. So everyone, go jump over on his channel and just wait. And then all of a sudden there'll be a little thing that pops up. It goes boom live, and then you click on that, and then I want to see Krigler raid in the chat, right? Because it's a delayed raid, but that counts, right? Doesn't it?
Yes, counts. That counts as
all right.
There it is
She's
right
calling
there.
again. I'm just gonna cut the stream. I gotta go, guys. Garrett, you're the
Bye.
best. All right,
Love
chat,
y'all.
you guys are the best. I'll see you guys. I'm normally gonna do things, but I'm not gonna do it this time. So because I gotta just go. All right. Thanks. Bye.